started first, big thank you to our season sponsors, DK Plastics and GPS Dairy. So thank you to them for sponsoring every show that we're doing this summer. Also, a big thank you to Andrew Frohwein for running our lights, Chrissy Moore for running our sound, and a big thank you to everyone that has done anything to make this show a reality. So thank you to the amazing directors, the amazing cast, my parents. And also a thank you to Valerie Cook for making the cupcakes, which you'll find out why the cupcakes are needed in a bit. Some background of this show: it was based on the improvised play The Underground Murderer, which was performed by an English improv group, Shoot from the Hip, and I asked them and I got permission to base this play off of that. So big thank you to them. There was no intermission for this show, so hopefully you got all the snacks and popcorn and drinks that you needed beforehand. The show is about, I think, an hour and 15 minutes. It's been the last couple of nights, so be prepared for that. I don't think there's any special announcements tonight other than tonight is our last show. So you caught it before it ended. Thank you for coming to the world premiere production of Newsflash. Thank you.
Bing bong.
Nice.
Hey Frank, long time no see.
Hey Billy, didn't know you used the Metro.
Oh yeah,
Did you move?
oh yeah.
Great, I'm just gonna put on my headphones. You know how it is. Really noisy.
I've been searching for Frank for 6 years. All the clues led me to this exact place at this exact time. Only I had known the whole time. Frank. Frank.
Oh, sorry, audiobook.
What are you listening to?
It's called Kidnapped in the Night. It's a Jack the Ripper novel.
Ironic.
What?
Bing bong.
Sorry, it's my phone.
This is not your phone. This is an announcement on the Metro. Upon seeing anything suspicious, remember the slogan: if you see something, say something. Port Broussier Locomotion is proud to be a drug-free and crime-free railway. Thus, we are approaching our next stop, Musty Grove.
Haven't seen you since you left the team.
7 years, Frank.
You had the kind of face that only a mother could love. A mother that was blind in one eye and had sort of a milky film over the other one. You know what I mean? Hey, you look really good today.
Well, I feel good.
What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, a bit of this, a bit of that.
Vague.
Frank was the type of guy who had legs that started in your dreams but ended in your nightmares. Still, I was somehow intrigued by his newfound friendliness. What are you doing, Frank?
Me, I'm still on the news team.
You guys still covering the Underground Murderer?
No, we closed that 6 years ago.
Right. Right after you took it out from under my nose.
Hey, you weren't really,
I wasn't what, Frank?
you weren't really around to help cover it, were you?
Well, where was I, Frank?
Prison.
Who put me there, Frank?
the police.
You know, the club wasn't in the hood, but the hood was in the club. I was this close, Frank. I was gonna solve everything. I was going to change everything.
I was starting to sense that he was becoming agitated with me. It was time for me to de-escalate the situation. Hey, Billy, I'm sorry that happened to you, but you know, your choices, your actions, your consequences, you know?
All right, that's the way you see it, Franklin. That's fine.
Ding bong. The next station is Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot. Error. The next station is Rose Hill.
Rose Hill, that's me. Well, good to see you. I'm glad you're out and doing better. Where do you live?
Rose Hill.
Well,
No. I insist.
well,
This is a breaking news announcement.
The news. Weather, sports, and about breaking news with your host, Chip Harrington.
Chip Harrington, he's a chip off the old Harrington.
News coming at you now. News.
Hi,
Welcome to the news. Chip Harrington in the morning, afternoon, and evening.
Chip Harrington.
All right, Chip, we're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1.25.
Hi.
Chip, we're not live yet.
Boom.
Good evening.
We've been live for about 10 seconds now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and this is your news with Chip Harrington. I am Chip Harrington, and this is your news. The Metropolitan Police have just announced that the underground murderer is loose again. Everyone be scared, because he is back. If you have any lovers who go on the
Chip,
Metropolitan...
Chip, sorry, we've had a bit of a technical problem.
I've been off this whole time?
Yeah, just do the whole thing again.
The news. Chip Harrington.
Chip Harrington, he's a chip off the old Harrington.
Coming to you now at 7:01.
Fish and chips, Harrington.
All right, Chip, going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1.25, 1.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Chip Harrington, and I am Chip Harrington with your news at 7:01 p.m. The Metropolitan Police have just announced that the underground murderer is loose again. Everyone be scared, because he is back. If you have any lovers who go on the Metropolitan line, make sure that they are safe. As many of you are aware, the underground murderer was known for taking the lives of many Metropolitan goers 6 years ago and was thought to have been retired. With that being said, I have been Chip Harrington, and I will catch you on the chip side. Thank you, and good night. And now, the weather.
What weather with Lester Creighton? Oh yeah, rain time with Lester Creighton.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm so sorry. Live in...
The weather's so nice. It's getting hot in here.
Going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, some clouds are coming in from the east, which means some wet roads and some wet weather. Looking to the north of the state, it is dark. Looking at the rest of the state, there is some spotty cloud cover, but it will, of course, eventually also grow dark. This is called nighttime.
Sorry, we've had some technical issues. dime.
Holy schmoly, a real dime!
Hello, little boy.
Hello, mister. Would you like to buy a paper? Lots of good stuff. New flavors from Chef Remington, the Underground Murderer is back, and you won't believe what Mayor Antoine Le Corbusier is doing to small businesses.
Do you recognize me?
Should I, mister?
Chip Harrington? From television? The news?
Oh, you're the guy who never knows when to come in.
Look, I always tell them just give me a designated time to come in, but they're always out there playing that stupid music!
And I announce when that time happens.
Yes, you do.
That's all great, mister. Would you like to buy a paper?
Newspapers? I thought those went extinct years ago. The people of this world need their news quick and to the point, and half of us don't know how to read.
You don't know how to read?
Of course I know how to read! Look, if you want to be a respected distributor of the news, you should be giving it out on TV, not busking in the streets like some rat.
Respectfully, sir, this is all I've ever really known. Some of us didn't have it as easy as you did.
You think I was born this way? I used to be just like you, not a penny to my name. Now I'm a big star, eh? Not doing so bad.
Wow, mister, you mean at one point you were just like me?
I used to sell papers on this very corner until some strange man took me under his wing, quite literally. He was the mascot of Chick-fil-A. That, with hard work and determination, led me to my job at the station.
Gee whiz, mister. Maybe someday someone will take me under their wing. Or maybe I'm just too hopeful. Hey, I have an idea. Let me learn from you at the station.
You learn from me? I already have 2 little brats at home to worry about. I don't want to have to worry about taking another one with me to work.
No, you wouldn't have to do anything. All I would do is sit there and watch, and I'd be as quiet as a mouse.
Well, I have always wanted to pass my knowledge on to the next generation of news anchors. It's a respectable profession and one that would suit your background. Where do you live?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain. You see, I live right here, in this box.
That's not hard to explain at all. Oh, what a nice joint you've got there. Reminds me of one of when Mommy and Daddy left me. Fine. I guess you can come down to the station and watch me for just a day, but you have to promise you won't make a big fuss about it.
Really? You mean it?
Sometimes you just have to ask yourself what your wife would say. She's right about 90% of the time, but I can't let her know that. And I don't even want to start thinking about how she'd react if she found out I turned you down.
Thank you so much, Mr. Harrington.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Now, why don't you take your box down to the news station and we'll start first thing tomorrow morning. There's a lot of jerks there, but just tell them that Chip sent you. They tend to worship me.
Thank you, Mr. Harrington.
Call me Chip. Mr. Harrington's my father.
I thought you didn't have a father.
Exactly. Should probably get your name.
I haven't got a name.
Well, what do your friends call you?
I haven't got any friends.
Oh, well, that's sad. Why don't we call you Skip?
Skip? Sounds an awful lot like Chip, doesn't it?
Exactly. That's the appeal! Now I've got to get running because my wife is expecting me and I'm about to miss my train.
Bye, mister! Extra, extra! Read all about it!
Hey, what was that?
Yeah, that was Chip Harrington. Would you like to buy a newspaper, mister?
No, I'm perfectly fine. Hey, you stay safe out here, kiddo. All right?
Will do, mister.
Yes, well, we haven't seen him yet. We live on Bill Grant, yes. Yes, the same area as the station.
Mommy! When's Daddy coming home to play?
I'm sure he'll be home soon, sweetie.
He promised me that tonight will be the night that we want roses.
Yes, that's our daughter.
Mommy, I want to watch Inside Out.
And that's our son.
We're frozen, you simpleton! Inside Out teaches you how to deal with your emotions.
Kids! Could you just keep it down at the moment? Mommy's on the phone.
Sorry, Mommy.
No, they don't sound like little snobs. Yes, I heard that. Stop talking to your... I'm trying to report a missing person. Chip. Yes, his name is Chip. Chip Harrington? Yes, the one from the news. He's meant to be home by now. It's only been a few hours, but... No, he's not having an affair. Hello? Hello? Oh, you are still there. Good. Sorry. I know it's only been a few hours, but he's always home at the exact same time every day. His keys were in the door and everything. It's like one more second, and he would have been safe. But whoosh, he's gone. I think I know who took him. No, I don't have any proof, but if you knew him. Hello? Hello? He's actually gone now.
Caller John Smith, what do you have for us?
Nails, rocks, a grenade, toothpicks, and grandma's toenails.
Well, I wouldn't want that on my sandwich either. So I guess you win our grand prize, a $20 gift card to Dave and Buster's.
Yes! I love Chip Harrington's work, and I would love if you could get a good word for me and get his autograph, and
Thank you for everyone who called in. In celebration of Patrick Mahomes' 6th consecutive Super Bowl win, our next call-in challenge will take place on St. Patrick Day. Well, I've been Phil Speed with your sports and entertainment. Up next, Chip Harrington with the news.
Hello! I'm not exactly sure where I'm supposed to be. You see, I didn't actually expect to get this far in the first place, but it seems the front desk lady is asleep. Chip told me to tell you that he sent me. Probably under the name Skip.
Oh, great. I was wondering where that buffoon went. You know, he's always coming up with some lame excuse for not showing up. He's probably on another extravagant vacation. You don't look old enough, but if Chip trusts you, I guess I can. Skip, right? We're going live in 30 seconds. Here's the news.
The news?
This is a news announcement. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da-da.
The news.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Weather, sports, and breaking news with your host, Skip Harrington.
Ba-da-ba-ba. Skip Harrington. He's a hop, skip, and a jump off the old Harrington.
The news coming at you now, news.
Well...
Welcome to the news. Skip Harrington in the morning, after school, and evening.
Skip Harrington.
All right, going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1.25.
Good evening, fellas, and...
Skip. We're not live yet.
Well, just tell me when we're going.
Live news coming to you now with Skip Harrington.
Good evening, fellows and fellettes, and welcome to the news with Chip Harrington. I am Skip Harrington, and this just in, the news at 7 p.m. The police are still yet to apprehend the underground murderer, and he is still or she is still at large. Everyone be scared. Likely another victim, one of our very own reporters, a Sir Frank Steele, has been reported missing. He was last seen on the Metro coming home from work 2 nights ago. The station is currently offering a $20 Dave & Buster's gift card to anyone who can come forward with information regarding Frank's location. He's playing shortstop for our station's softball team, and our next match is this Tuesday. In other news, the price of the Whopper has just dropped below $5. Don't miss out on this amazing opportunity. I've been Skip Harrington. Thank you, and stay classy.
All right, and now a short break while we switch over to the Sudoku Championships in Sweden.
Wow, no wonder Chip asked you to fill in, kid. You're a natural.
Well, that's the thing. I was only supposed to shadow Chip. Is he not around?
We haven't seen him. I sure hope nothing bad has happened to him.
Nothing bad ever happens to me. Oh, nothing.
Otherwise, anyone relying on him to say, get off the streets and create a perfect life, wouldn't have the opportunity to do so. And that person may end up pursuing a life of crime and drugs, being locked up in prison, never to see the light of day again. That'd be a real bummer, wouldn't it? You know, that man's made a real impact on my life, even though he can't time an entrance with the life of him. I mean, my relationship between my mother and I was in a real tight
What
spot.
route does he take home?
I think he lives in Bilgrand, so he must take the 24601.
Okay, if the underground murderer has taken him, there may still be time. Maybe there's some clues on the Metro, like a business card or something he left behind.
Buddy, you'd have a better chance of being tall enough to ride the rides at an amusement park than getting that lucky.
Hey, I'm working with what I've got, okay? There's gotta be something that will help us find Chip.
Why are you so invested?
Are you not invested? I thought you cared about him.
I do care about him. It's just, I'd rather not chase the underground murderer around is all. It's like you're asking to get swiped.
There's gotta be something that connects Chip to all of this. Think. 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 You! Why would the underground murderer be so invested in taking reporters from this news station? Are they anti-news? Anti-Chip Harrington? Is Le Corbusier up to no good?
I don't know, kid. Maybe you should let the police handle this.
No. If there's one thing that I've learned from watching television, it's that the real detectives are the ones who have no business following the case. So who's been working here the longest?
That would probably be Lester. He's been here for forever. Hasn't aged one bit, though. I know the producer is new, hence the technical issues. Same thing with our sound engineer.
Perfect. Where's that old weatherman?
Probably getting ready to go live. Which reminds me,
All right, it's time to go live. Everyone, places for the weather.
unless you want to get pelted with spit, I suggest you clear the area.
And now, the weather.
Weather with Lester Creighton. Oh yeah!
Good
Grab
morning.
your umbrellas, because it's about to get wet.
Bang, bang, thunder.
Prepare yourselves!
Going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1!
Good morning, residents of.
Ring ring.
Who is it?
Destiny?
No, it's Lester Creighton.
Good morning. It seems as though the wet season has caught up with us late this year, so expect some rainy.
I think I like when it rains.
Rainy conditions for the foreseeable future, especially up north, where we are expected to get 2 inches worth of rain
Purple rain, purple rain.
every time. 2 inches worth of rainfall over the next couple of hours. In addition, a thunderhead can be seen surging in from the east, bringing with it lightning and thunder.
Thunder. Hear the thunder.
Will you two idiots cut it out? I'm speaking to America.
Sorry. Yeah, my bad.
This evening you can expect a full moon. Once the sun has set, visibility will be greatly reduced, as will the temperature. With that, I have been Lester Creighton with your morning weather forecast. Drink lots of water and stay safe.
Up next, the ins and outs of Courtney's latest relationship, my favorite program. Here is Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Oh my goodness! Wow, you must have been top of your class at meteorology school.
What?
You know, the school where every weatherman goes to before they become a certified meteorologist.
Ah, yes. Definitely.
Mr. Creighton, I was wondering if you'd be able to help me with something. Mr. Creighton?
Yes. What is it you needed?
Well, you know, Mr. Harrington has gone missing, and I thought it was suspicious that he was the second member of the news team to have been kidnapped. And since you've been working here the longest, I thought that maybe you'd know why he might have been taken.
This is true. I am the most senior member of the station, but I try my best to stay out of workplace drama.
Oh, well, thank you for the help, Mr. Creighton.
However, there may be one man of importance to your case. You see, when I was first hired here, they were in the process of rebuilding the station. Not physically, but in terms of personnel. I was hired because of my innate skill for deciphering weather patterns. And
Are you going to elaborate?
Yes. You see, there was another man hired alongside me. His name was Billy Bungalow. A reporter, more of an investigative journalist, really, brought in from the West Coast. It seemed odd to me they would hire someone of his background.
What did you do?
My boy, it is not a question of what he did, but of what the others did to him. You see, Billy wasn't the friendliest of reporters, and was known to be very aggressive at his post, getting into numerous fights over the years. But alas, his reputation began to precede him, as he proved invaluable in solving the case of the underground murderer. But jealousy began to spread.
What happened to him?
Frank Steele happened. Frank was a young lad, very ambitious, very promising, but time wore on. He had been Billy's apprentice for years, and had never had the chance to prove himself. Eventually, he couldn't take it anymore, and he sabotaged Billy.
Sabotage?
Oh yes,
What sort of sabotage?
the worst kind, the most unspeakable kind. His report was ruined, and he was locked away. I know nothing of him now. What the heck?
Sorry about that. The power should be back on about now.
I also remember Billy. He and Giggle and Chip were really good friends, as they started their apprentices at the same time. However, lucky for Chip, old Giggly Quinn bit the dust.
Phil, how many times have we told you not to sneak up on people like that?
Sorry, I got really invested in your story. Are we still on for bowling?
Of course. Look, all I'm saying is, if there's anyone who would know something about those two disappearing, it would be Billy.
Are you saying that Billy's the one who took them?
I'm not saying that. You're going to have to prove it for yourself.
But do you know where I can find him?
I know nothing of him now, but I know where one might start.
Where am I? I was just walking home from work and I got to my house and... Help!
No one's coming to help you, Chip.
Who's that?
Don't you recognize my voice?
No?
How about now?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I haven't said what I was going to say yet. I was gonna say, how about now?
Oh, I didn't mean to shatter the toilet, Mr. Barkeeper.
Oh, I see. Followed me home, did you?
Oh, yes. What a nice house you've got, Chip.
We're in my house?
No.
So you visited my house?
Yes. What? No, I followed you home.
Wait, Then how do you know how nice my home is because you abducted me right outside my house?
What are you not understanding, Chip? I followed you home and then abducted you outside your front door.
Like I said, how do you know how nice my home is?
Because when I abducted you, I was able to see the front of it. It's pretty grand.
It's alright, I guess. But why did you wait to abduct me till I was right outside my house?
Because I had to wait for it to get really dark.
You watch the weather too?
Oh, yes. Sometimes twice because of the technical difficulties.
Okay, we had to make cutbacks. Look, I understand why you've done this, but I had nothing to do with it. It's not my fault.
It is directly your fault.
Why?
Because you wanted me to fail, Chip. You were preying on my downfall and you aided in their sabotage.
I was too involved in my come up to be involved in any shenanigans. I was too busy with my work.
You knew. I know you did. And you didn't stop him.
What did you do to him?
Your friend? He's where he belongs.
Look, I didn't think you would put that many laxatives in your coffee, okay?
You and him stole my life, Chip. I was going to make it big.
You also assaulted that barkeeper. Maybe if you had stayed calm, it wouldn't have come to this. And even then, you're supposed to be a reporter, not an assassin, you psychopath.
Hey, don't try to absolve yourself of the moral complexities of the situation.
You kidnapped me! You're clearly in the wrong!
Oh, I've not just kidnapped you. I'm going to steal your face.
Oh, like Nicolas Cage?
Have you ever seen the film?
Yeah! I was gonna say Nicolas Cage, and then you trampled all over my words.
Well, hey, it's my plan, Chip. You stole everything from me.
What are you talking about?
My plans, my life, Chip. It should have been me in your house.
Oh, all because I gave you a wrong entrance cue that one time. You didn't know that? Oh. Sorry.
I was gonna give you an anesthetic before I did this, but now I'm not so sure. It's like the film Face Off.
Am I gonna get your face?
We'll see.
Just so you know, my daughter's really annoying and she's always trying to watch Frozen!
You really didn't have to come along, but I'm glad you did. You know more about Chip than I do.
Well, it's been a few days since I've left the weather station. I thought I should get some fresh air. What? I sleep on the roof? With a cot and an umbrella. I'm not an animal. It's part of my ritual.
Bing bong! Bing bong! Bing.
Hey, kiddo.
Hello! I'm watching Frozen!
Remember me?
Oh, Uncle Lester! What are you doing here?
Well, we're trying to look for your dad.
Oh. So is Mommy. She's been really worked up about the whole thing. I think she's going crazy.
Sounds like it. You think you could maybe call her over for us?
Well, I can try, but she's been really grouchy lately.
Mommy!
What? Uncle Lester's here. He says it's about Daddy.
Hello. Whoso rings my door in an attempt to attract my attention, state your business. Do you see all
Are you doing all right?
My husband was kidnapped and could be dead. So no, I am not all right. Is he okay? Did you find him?
Well, not yet.
Then go away. My crystal ball and I need silence.
But we think we can help find him.
Who's the kid?
I don't know. He just showed up at the station a few days ago. I don't even know his name.
Well, Chip called me Skip. It seemed kind of pretentious of him to name me something that rhymes with Chip, but I've never had a name before, so I guess it didn't really matter to me. He picked me up off the streets and he said he did it because it's what you would have done. If Chip doesn't come back, I'm gonna have to go back to living in my box. He's my Chick-fil-A bird guy.
Poor thing. But how do you think you could find him? I've tried everything.
Everything.
Everything. Do you think this getup is for show?
Maybe. Well, we were wondering if you knew how we could find Billy.
Billy who?
Billy Bungalow? He used to work with Chip.
Billy Bungalow. Isn't ringing a bell. I'm sorry, but sounds like a dead end to me.
But Mommy, isn't that the guy that Daddy...
We don't know who you're talking about.
Sorry, Mommy, I forgot you don't like to talk about it in front of strangers.
In front of strangers? Mrs. Harrington, if there's something you're keeping from us, we need to know. It might be what we need to find Chip.
Well, all right. If you must know, why don't you come inside?
I won't be joining you.
Why not?
I must remain outdoors at all times.
That's absurd.
How else do you think I've been Weatherman of the Year 5 years in a row? I'm not risking my dynasty for this.
You couldn't afford to step inside for 1 second, Lester?
Weather doesn't stop for the sun, nor do stories. I must know when it grows dark, Suzanne.
Let it go! Let it go! Shut up! You weren't supposed to unplug it!
Well, if you really must know, Chip wasn't as innocent as you might have thought. That stupid prank, he swore to me he had nothing to do with it. Well, if you had nothing to do with it, Chip, why are you waking up screaming in the middle of the night? Frank started spending a lot more money on security, and so did Chip. They even went as far as to hire a private investigator to figure out what happened to Billy after his sentence was up. They set up cameras where he lived. He was always paranoid, thinking Billy was gonna get revenge. I told him to snap out of it and man up, so he let his guard down. I should have taken it more seriously, and now he's gone.
Oh, it's okay, Mrs. Don't cry. But if you knew that it was Billy that took him, why didn't you go to the police?
I did go to the police, but they wouldn't listen.
What about recruiting his friends? His colleagues?
Chip made me swear not to tell anyone else. He thought it could put his job at risk.
Well, now his life might be at risk. You said you know where we can find Billy, right?
Yes, he lives on Rose Hill.
That's all the way across town. We'll never make it walking. We'll have to take the metro.
You two didn't drive here?
Lester doesn't have a car. Or a license.
Well, I can drive. We can take my car.
Whoa, hold up. 2 things. First, if you have a car, then why does Chip take the metro to work? Second, you're just going to leave your kids here unsupervised?
Chip always liked doing the simple things, like taking the train to work. And besides, my kids are perfectly fine being here on their own. They're both 16.
Mommy! Am I allowed to stand up now?
Only until I get back.
Oh, my knees really hurt. Johnny, we can stand up!
Finally!
I have another question.
Past it.
Let's go.
looks like Chip and Lester are still missing. Ready to go for a three-peat today?
I don't know if I'm ready for that. Yeah, still kind of in the hang of things around here. You know.
Do you like your job, Phil?
More than anything.
Then act like it. We go live in 1 minute.
Just give me solid entrances.
Hello, this is Ballin' Out with Phil Speed.
He shoots. He scores.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, sports for all sorts.
The latest in athletic progress. A soothsayer realm.
Phil Speed.
All right, Phil. Going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, I am Phil Speed, and you are watching Ballin' Out.
I'm so sorry, Phil. Live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Phil Speed, and we're balling out. Getting straight into things. The scores of the big game. Your favorites from the Swedish team, who just recently competed in the European Bobsledding Championships, they have come in first, beating the German team of Hans and Hamsberger, bringing justice to Hergen Skelter's younger brother, Helter. Coming back to America, Patrick Mahomes leads the Kansas Chiefs back to behind to beat the Dixon County Dirty Dogs in a stunning overtime victory. Well, that's all I have for you sports and entertainment. I've been Phil Speed, and you've been watching Ballin' Out.
All right, up next, the news with Chip Harrington.
Chip Harrington, he's a chip off the old Harrington.
Weather, sports, and breaking news with the Flash News team.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Phil. Going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome. This is the news with Chip Harrington. I am not Chip Harrington. And this just in. Breaking news at 7 p.m. We are still following the disappearances of our 3 team members, in addition to Frank Steele and Chip Harrington. It has just come to our attention that our very own Lester Creighton has also gone missing. Our hearts go out to them, wherever they might be. In other news, the price of the Whopper has increased. This is likely in response to Burger King's founders, Hans and Hamsberger, failure to win the European Bobsledding Championships. That is all the news I have for you tonight. I'll be waiting around to report any more breaking news that may occur. Again, I'm not Chip Harrington, reporting the news with Chip Harrington. Good night.
And now, the weather.
Nope, absolutely not. Not through the weather after Lester skipped on bowling night.
Okay. That's too dang bad, because we got about 30 seconds before you start.
I'm not meteorologist certified.
Well, that hasn't stopped Lester, now has it?
What?
Look, you can get on the air and talk about the rain or the snow or the sleet or the hail or whatever. Then afterwards, you can just wink at the audience.
Wink at them.
Yeah, that's what all the uncertified people do when they don't have a license. You know, hi, I'm Barbara, I'm your therapist. Wink, wink.
All right.
Phil Speed bringing you the weather.
Hello.
I haven't even given you the countdown, Phil.
Ooh, the weather's so nice.
It's getting hot in here.
All right, going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Phil Speed.
Chip.
No.
Why not?
What are we doing here? Why am I strapped to this?
Look, please, it's my favorite movie and I just wanted to do this my whole life. Will you do this for me?
Fine.
Okay. Why don't you believe in fate, Chip?
Because I don't like the idea that I'm not in control of my life.
I know exactly what you mean. Let me tell you why you're here, Chip. You're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. Like there's something wrong with the way I run things. Like a splinter in your mind driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me. Do you know what I mean, Chip?
Oh, I think I have an idea.
Okay. Society is everywhere. It is all around us, even now in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window, or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the government blinding you from the truth, Chip.
What truth?
That you are a slave, Chip. Just like everyone else, you blindly follow what the government tells you to do. Like washing your hands after you use the bathroom. Or that there was a Queen of England, or whatever they're saying about COVID-19. This is your last chance to see the light, Chip. In my right hand is a blue cupcake. You take the blue cupcake, you wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. However, in my left hand is a plain vanilla cupcake. My mom didn't have red dye. You take the vanilla cupcake, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep this rabbit hole goes.
I think I'll take the blue cupcake.
Oh, too bad, you get the plain one. Do you think that I'm an idiot, Chip? That I wouldn't find out about yours and Freddie's plan to turn me into the police?
What are you talking about?
Me, my deeds, the underground murderer coming to light. I knew you two would try to turn me in.
If we're being honest, we had no idea.
What?
Oh, we just thought you were crazy.
So you're telling me I could have gotten away with all this?
Seems like that.
Well, that's no matter now. I got you right where I wanted you. And when I re-get my paws on Frank, there's no telling what kind of havoc I'll cause. My next target, the city! And that good-for-nothing Mare Lake or Bussy or whatever. Him and his plans to put chemicals in the water to make us all fall in line. Well, I've got news for you, my pretty. I'm coming for you, and your little cabinet too. Mwah!
Well, here we are. Billy's house.
Holy schmoly, that's Billy's? How do you get that kind of dough?
No, not that one. That one.
Oh. Aren't we a little conspicuous just sitting here?
Oh, don't worry. After Chip went mad with security, he made sure my car had tinted windows. It's pitch black from the outside. You can't see anything going on inside the car.
How is that not illegal?
Oh, it's illegal. All right, ready to go, everyone? We're going to covertly and forcibly enter Billy's house. There's 3 of us and only one of him, so It shouldn't be too bad. Okay, on 3. 1, 2, wait! I pulled these ski masks out of your garage. They'll help us be sneakier in the dark. I've never seen these before in my life. Can you help me put mine on? Sure. Pretty good.
Are you sure that's how you put that on?
I think it's wrong.
If I may be so bold, I think your neck is where your head is currently sitting.
It'll be fine.
Well, I am a little curious as to why I had to sit in the back.
Well, if you have any more relevant questions, feel free to ask. All right, ready now?
Hold on. It's not dark enough yet.
It's 7 p.m. Plenty dark enough.
Peak darkness will occur at 7:05.
Will you be quiet? Who is
Why, that's Billy's mother, Gertrude.
lives with his mom? That's a woman? What is she doing? I don't know. But it's making me really uncomfortable. Do you jump her? No! She could break. She's like at least 100 years old. She doesn't have any grays in her mustache.
Sometimes we all need some guy to keep the grays away.
I have a better idea. You know her, right?
Well, of course. We got our grays plucked together.
Well, you can go make small talk with her while we sneak past.
Small talk.
Yeah, you should be great at it, since you're always talking about the weather.
And what if this is all an elaborate trap by Billy?
Do you think Billy planned for this specific series of events?
Well, I don't know. Here we are sitting in the middle of nowhere in this frankly kind of trashy car. Skip can't even get his mask on. But sure, why don't I go get myself smashed as well? Great plan, Suzanne.
Lester. Take the dang mask off.
I think it matches my skin tone very well, thank you. Well, hello, Gertrude.
Lenny, my boy. Mama.
What are you doing here, sugar buns?
Well, I was trying to collect some data, but now I'm mourning the loss of my hat.
What were you collecting data on?
Well, it's supposed to rain later.
Oh, wonderful. Mr. All work and no play. I didn't catch you on the news today. They said he was missing.
Well, I was just out, ski mask shopping, as one does.
Oh, I understand. Speaking of ski masks, we had those at my bachelorette party, but you didn't show up.
Well, the whole station was busy covering the, hurricane before your wedding, Gertrude.
Before my wedding. Honey. I have my bachelorette parties after the divorces.
What?
That's right, baby. I'm a free woman again.
Well, Gertrude, congratulations.
You know, you caught me at just the right time. I was just training for my AA meeting. I could really use a little bit of help, you know.
I understand that, Gertrude. It happens to the best of us.
I know. If I go in there raw, all the moms in the area will get to me first.
Do you need some companionship, Gertrude?
Oh, maybe. Might have to pregame this AA meeting. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
Well. It's time for you to face reality! You remember when we used to laugh like that, Chip? We used to be good chums. Now you see, my father wasn't a very nice man. And I promised myself I wouldn't wind up like he did. But this is where we find ourselves, isn't it, Chip? You see, after my little holiday in prison, I came to realize what's important in life. And so, I've decided to have a little fun. I hate to see you go. Well, not really, but you know what I mean.
Billy!
Ooh. That's my mom, Chip. Do you think we should answer her? Well, I should maybe let you get a little bit of rest before, all that. She could have Girl Scout cookies, and we don't want to miss out on those, now do we, Chip? Beep, 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 boop. Opening door.
Chip, I'm here to rescue you. And I'm here as well. What is going on here? I think he's going to operate on him, and I don't think he has the medical license to do so. But if he's anything like Lester, I doubt he cares. I don't see why he would do that. He must be under some sort of anesthesia.
Well, how do you wake someone up from anesthesia?
Anti-anesthesia.
Oh, what the heck was that for?
I had to wake you up from the anesthesia. He's going to operate on you.
Oh, well, isn't that obvious? I wasn't under any anesthesia.
But you were responding to us.
Honey, you came. Are the kids okay?
Yes, Chip, but...
They're not standing up, are they?
Well...
It's not like it matters. He was going on and on with these monologues that you guys would have fallen asleep to. He was talking about his father and COVID-19, the Queen of England, made some fire cupcakes. Goodness. And something about ripping my face off. And also,
He's going to rip your face off?
well, yeah, but I was gonna get his.
You idiot! This is all your fault. If anything, you deserve to get your face ripped off.
Well, I think I do.
Chip,
of come to Jesus moment when I realized we had done to him. What we did to Billy really ruined his life, and just to get that loser into a job. Frank, you scoundrel!
Frank! What happened to Frank?
I don't know. All he said is that he got what he deserved, whatever that means.
He probably murdered him. And that's what he'll do to you if we don't get you out of here right now. Finding anything, Skip?
I got a lot of cool things. A cat toy, CJ's foot-licking trophy, and a pair of scissors, which I think will work just fine. That will be great.
Whoa. What do we have here? You really thought my old pal Lester wouldn't be a dead giveaway of your plan? You fools! Good thing I invested in a lockdown mode.
Oh, Ari.
No, the door!
What do you want from us?
What do I want from you?
Not
Have you
fun.
really not been listening to a word I've said? I very irresponsibly laid out my plan in its entirety for you.
I fell asleep.
Well, now let's spell it out at least. It's very simple, Chip. I'm going to steal yours and then Frank's faces and take your positions at the news station. I'm going to steal your life, Chip, just like you stole mine. I will live in your house, sleep in your bed, father your children, and burn the government to the ground. And you will have to watch it all. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Now do you understand, Chip? Now, I didn't think anyone would have the gall to come rescue you, and I was mostly right in that assumption. But it seems like you've collected some collateral damage, Chip.
Billy, let them go. They didn't do anything wrong.
Do you really think I'm that dumb? I know they would go blabbering to the police, and my whole plan would go belly up.
Well, isn't there any way that we can solve this without violence?
Well, you know, Chip, there's only 3 things that are certain in life. Death, taxes, and vengeance.
Okay, Batman, this is getting way too out of proportion.
Oh, I don't think so, Chip. And boy, am I glad I invested in that sleeping fog.
Sleeping fog? What are we gonna do?
Okay, just give me a second to think.
Oh, it's okay.
3 and take the square root of m. Alright, that's pretty good. I got it! Okay, well, battering ram the door.
Where are we gonna find a battering ram?
Good point. We already got one.
Chip, you've always had quite the thick skull, but I don't think that's the best idea.
Well, what other options do we have? Alright, you get my torso, you get my legs, we're gonna go straight to that door. Come on. Okay. On one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1.25, 1.
All right, everyone in place? Good. Flash news coming to you live. Up first, it's All It Out with Bill Speed.
He shoots, he scores!
Sports for all sorts.
The biggest in athletic progress. A soothes tear of the realm.
Phil Speed. Phil Speed, he's for the team. Phil.
Alright, Phil, you ready to go?
Heck yeah, let's do this.
Alright. Going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, I am Phil Speed and you are watching Ballin' Out. It has been 1 month since the European Bobsledding Championships has concurred, and their victors, Jurgen Skelter and his dad, have been basking in the glory. However, new facts has come to light regarding their enemy in Germany. Hans and Hamburger have been convicted of first-degree murder of Jurgen Skelter's younger brother, Helter, after they tried to burgle a piece of the Skelter sled. They will be sentenced to life in prison later today. We would like to give a moment of silence for Helter Skelter. And in other news, Patrick Mahomes has finally been defeated to a stunning loss to the Brisbane Bigbacks. Their tight end, Moses Fitzpatrick, has signed this very football, which we will give away on our next call-in challenge. Well, that's all I have for you for sports and entertainment. I have been Phil Speed, and you've been watching Ballin' Out.
Coming up next, the news with Chip and Skip Harrington. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da-da.
Flash news.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Weather, sports, and breaking news with your hosts, Skip and Chip Harrington.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da. Harringtons, don't skip on the chips with the old Harrington.
News, coming to you now, news.
And
welcome to the news. The Harringtons in the morning, afternoon, and evening.
With Chip
and Skip
Harrington.
Alright, going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, ladies.
And gentlemen, and
Welcome to the news with Chip
and Skip
Harrington. It is 7 p.m. and we have just received new and exciting intel on the case of Billy Bungalow, more infamously known as the Underground Murderer. After a rigorous month-long trial, Billy has been sentenced to a life of solitude and will be exiled to the Isle of Elba later this evening.
Although the charges for his recent crimes have been dropped, his confessions to past offenses has sealed his sentence. Unfortunately, our very own Frank Steele is still missing. Mr. Bungalow claims to have no knowledge of his whereabouts, but the police are still investigating. The station is now offering a $30 Dave & Buster's gift card to anyone who can come forward with information regarding Frank's location. Again, he plays shortstop for our station's softball team. He's batting .355. We really need him for the playoffs.
That's right, Skip. And we're gonna need him if we want to beat those losers down the street at K-Run. So we expect to see all of our fans down there at that field to cheer us on. In other news, Mayor Antoine Le Corbusier has stepped down from his position as mayor. And in his place is our very own Suzanne Harrington.
We thank her for her tremendous support of the station and her unending love for each of its members.
Especially you, Chip.
And that is all we have for you today.
Oh yes! That has been your news with Chip
and Skip
Harrington.
And now, the weather.
Weather, Lester Creighton. Oh yeah, rain time with Lester Creighton.
You ready, Lester?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Cool. We're going live in.
The weather's so nice. It's getting hot in here, and snow will melt right now.
Now, the weather with Lester Creighton.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello there. We are in for a real doozy tonight as heavy clouds converge on our city of Weatherton. That's right, that's where this story takes place. You can expect at least 6 inches of rain on your drive home, so drive carefully if you don't want to end up in a ditch. We thank you for joining us for the news, and we hope you folks have a great rest of your evening. With that, I have been Lester Creighton, and you have been watching Flash News. Good night.
me get some lights, please. So, CJ, you can come to the center. We have some director gifts for you. We got you some very pretty flowers. I'm sorry. No. As many of you might not know, CJ is very fond of milk. It's a very good running joke. So, okay, I was going to say drink that at the house party, but that works too. Let's stop right there. We all thank you. You wrote an amazing show. Good job. Thank you guys.
Well, I don't know what more to say other than I have an amazing cast, an amazing group of directors, all amazing people that have helped make this a reality. This has been the last show. Thank you guys so much for coming. And have a good night.